Does anyone remember what that?
You're you floating eyebrows in your head. You're on the side of your head, brother.
Oh God, we must be counted to the united and one. In this land we are discounted. Got to end our division amongst men now. So many have been replaced with the power money brings pain. No. There's no reason to be anxious. Got to stand up and rise again now. All over the world, people are changing, changing. My God, for the better. All over the world, people are changing, changing for the better will.
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another show, the Wake and Bake Crew Live, brought to you by the Chosen Family, which is all of us that you see on these screens here. Wrong way. Nope. Shit. I need more hands. You see them. If you don't, they might be hiding. Um, Today is Wednesday, January 12th, 2021, and we're going to get it today. Today's show is also brought to you by our community, Minnesota Marijuana. If you'd like to check out our community and see some of the shenanigans we get into in there, you can click the link that I dropped in the comments a few moments ago. If for some reason you cannot access that link, you can click on the message button and shoot any of us a message and say, hey, I can't get that link, and we'll shoot you that link. We only got two requirements for you to get into the group. The first is that you are a Minnesota resident. The second is that you answer both questions. There's one and two. Super simple questions. Need more than one word, at least 2 words, maybe 3 at minimum per question. If you are unable to answer those questions or unwilling, or you are not a Minnesota resident, you can still rock with us by following us on our Facebook page, The Wake and Bake Crew, The Wake and Bake Crew, and clicking the like, follow, and share buttons. Let all your homies know what's going on over here. Or you can follow us on our YouTube page, The Wake and Bake Crew Live, and just hit that subscribe and that little bell, like ding, ding, and it will give you notifications anytime we go live on YouTube as well. Over on Facebook, you get notifications anytime we go live or have posts or event updates or any of that really cool stuff that we like to do over here. So today's show is also brought to you by our organization, Minnesota NORML. If you would like to find out more information about our organization and how we are going to end cannabis prohibition here in Minnesota, or how you can get involved, you can check us out at www.minnormal.org. We got a bunch of information about our organization on there, and I encourage everybody to hop on there and read through as much of it as you can. Do your due diligence, do your own research, find out what you're getting involved with, and if you believe in the stuff that we believe in, our values, the things we're fighting for, and how we want to get them done, you can join us. There's several ways you can do that. We got a level for every fellow. The first, and maybe like one of the more, well, I'm not going to say more important. They're equally important, but I just want it to be known that Becoming a dues paying member is extremely valuable to the organization because it's what allows us to do the work that we do out in the communities. Um, and you can do that for as little as $4.20 a month. Cha-ching! As I always say, just that little bit coming from a lot of people makes a huge difference in the work that we're able to do. So I appreciate you guys. Much gratitude. Other ways you get involved is by becoming a volunteer. Two-step process. The first is downloading the Empowerment app. You can do so by going to www.getempower.com/mnnormal. That's NORML. Super easy app. You just download on your phone, and we'll be using that as our hub to shoot out notifications and communications to all of our members, our supporters, and our volunteers, letting them know, hey, we got an event coming up, or yo, we got this action that we can take as a community to try to get this thing pushed forward, or try to get the attention of this person who refuses to have a conversation about legalization with us, or whatever it may be. We're going to be using that app to communicate. So get that app. After you've downloaded that app, go ahead and shoot any of the Minnesota NORML chapter pages a message and say, hey, I've downloaded the Empowerment app and I'm ready to kick ass as a volunteer. What's next? And we'll get you locked in and loaded with the work that we're doing statewide, as well as the chapter leader in your area, if there is one, so you guys can start kicking ass where you live locally. All right, so let's get into today's show. We got a hell of a lineup for you guys today. First, in national news, we'll be talking about a couple of awesome articles. The first is kind of a follow-up on yesterday's. North Dakota activists have submitted their 2022 marijuana legalization ballot initiative already. They are ready to just, all right, you know what, fuck you, we see what you're doing, let's just get on it. Following that, we got an article on the different governors from several different states who are speaking out in favor of marijuana legalization nationwide. So really cool article there. Following that, we got some local events coming up this weekend, so stay tuned for details on those. You definitely want to be there, especially if you are thinking about getting involved in the legalization movement or becoming some sort of activist. This is going to be an event that you want to show up for, so stay tuned for more details. Also, today's Bake Break, we love to showcase our local artists, our local talents here in Minnesota. Today's artist is D-Bomb, who is actually on the show with us today, who we'll be talking with a little bit later. And we'll be playing this track, Motivator. So stay tuned for that. As always, we have the lovely Mandy Lion with the fact of the day. And following that, we got my man, Corey the Kid with the strain of the day. Pew, 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 pew. That was the Ricochet one. We always like to make sure that our supporters, our followers, our viewers are safe out on those roads. So we got our daily weather report from Dab and Dave as well. So stay tuned for that. If you're going to be traveling today, make sure you are safe out there. And lastly, Rosie, the onesie magician, will be blessing us with the word of the day. We'll get an opportunity to get your name on the wheel of names to win this week's awesome prize, which I will show you later in the show. So let's get into it. Amy, what up? I'm gonna go ahead and toss you this digital joint here.
What up?
And tell us about this first article.
Oh, caught it.
Nice.
All right. So our article's coming out of North Dakota. North Dakota activists are gearing up for a push to put marijuana legalization on the state's 2022 ballot. A measure to allow adults 21 and older to possess and cultivate cannabis for personal use was submitted to Secretary of State Al Jagger on Monday. If it's accepted, the campaign will be able to start signature gathering to qualify for the ballot. The same team behind the new measure came close to putting a similar measure on the state's ballot last year, but petitioning efforts were impeded by the coronavirus pandemic. A separate group of advocates, Legalized North Dakota, also attempted to qualify a different legislation initiative in 2020 that would have allowed retail sales, but it excluded a home grow option. The newly submitted proposal would make it so adults would be allowed to possess cannabis and grow up to 12 plants, up to 6 of which could be mature. It also contains a provision stating that the legislature could later enact regulations to allow for a commercial market. So it kind of sets that up. Previously, a 2018 legislation push that did qualify for the ballot was defeated by the voters. So voters in the state did approve a measure to legalize cannabis in 2016, though the law was scaled down by the legislature the following year. Looking ahead, activists are confident that they'll have the time, resources, and public support to get the job done this round. To succeed, they'll need to collect 26,904 valid signatures from registered voters. Jody Vetters, chair of the campaign that submitted the new proposal on Monday, told Marijuana Moment that this measure represents a happy medium to appease both sides, quote, compared to the 2018 proposal. It's time for cannabis to come out of the closet, she said. Vetters also told the Grand Forks Herald that her team came about 2,000 signatures short of qualifying last year. Jagger's office said it will be reviewing the petition and expects to make a decision about approving the language for petitioning next week. Meanwhile, activists with the separate Legalized North Dakota group have said they also are considering trying to qualify their own marijuana measure for North Dakota's midterm ballot next year. While activists are skeptical that the legislature has the appetite to enact the policy change on their own, it's the case that lawmakers feel increased pressure given that voters in neighboring South Dakota and Montana elected to legalize cannabis in November. Advocates are considering pursuing reform in 2022 via the ballot, and campaigns are already collecting signatures for cannabis measures in Idaho and South Dakota. In the meantime, activists are pushing legislative action to legalize marijuana in a number of states this year. And the whole proposal for the North Dakota marijuana legalization is included in this article, which I'm guessing we're going to link somewhere. But yeah, so that's it. They're putting it to possibly get petition signatures going, and if they do, they can move forward with it.
Right on. I think that's dope. That they're taking the initiative, and instead of waiting to see how shit kind of turns out with the current lawsuits and shit going on, they're like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and cover our bases and get to work. You know what I mean? So that's dope. And I wish them the best of luck. Shitty that their lawmakers are making it so difficult for the people's voice to be heard. And
At least they have ballot initiative, though. At least they're able to collect signatures and get it on the ballot. We don't have that here in Minnesota, people. We have to get our legislatures to make it happen.
Yeah, that's a good point that they've got that people-powered way to get it started. So
that's where our Weed Wednesdays, our legislative lobby days are going to come in handy when we get together.
But then you got to kind of think about, the article we discussed the other day, like even if you do have the initiative and the people actually vote and pass the legislation, you still got legislators and different people that are trying to stall that and stop it, even though the people said it's what they want. So, yeah, it kind of sucks. The law is interpreted the way that the person that's interpreting it wants it to be.
There's a lot of hurdles to get over. And like they said in the article, it was 2,000 signatures short last time they tried this. So, yeah, hopefully they'll get the support that they need to make it move this time. It's interesting to see our state's neighbors and what they're doing to move forward in it.
Right. For sure. Well, I guess I'll stick that in my pipe and smoke it then. Huh?
And on that note.
All right. So I got this article from NORML. I'm actually going to pop it up here for you guys so you can see it. So this is a really cool article, super exciting. So several governors speak out in favor of marijuana legalization nationwide. So 2021 state legislative session are already in full swing, as several states are poised to enact significant reform in the year ahead. Several governors and other top legislative leaders across the country have been ramping up their calls for enacting marijuana legalization this year, whether it be for adult use, medical use. Here's a breakdown of which governors and where are calling on lawmakers to enact meaningful reform in 2021. So we got Connecticut, New York, Virginia, New Jersey, Kentucky, and Kansas. Which, let's see, I know that we've had a bunch of different articles on New York. I think we've had a couple on New Jersey. So it's cool to kind of see like beyond just the like within the legal states, like the people coming together, but finally seeing like a good portion of our legislators on a national level starting to come out and speak. So in Connecticut, Governor Ned Lamont made marijuana legalization a major part of his platform when campaigning for the governorship ahead of the 2018 election. During a state of the address, he said, "I'm working with our neighboring states and looking forward to working with our tribal partners, as well as the legislature on legalization of marijuana. Legalized marijuana is happening all around us. Let's not surrender these opportunities to out-of-state markets or even worse, underground markets." And then Como, he said, "We will legalize adult use recreational cannabis, joining 15 other states who have already done so. This will raise revenue and we will end over-criminalization of this product that has left so many communities of color over-policed and over-incarcerated." The Virginia governor, Ralph Northam, said, "We know that laws to ban marijuana historically were based in discrimination and criminalization, laws that have disproportionately harmed minority communities." And then New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said, "We are on the verge of passing an innovative and groundbreaking set of laws to reform our historically unjust approach to marijuana and cannabis. 2 months ago, you voted overwhelmingly to legalize adult use marijuana and began the process of ending the racial imbalance that disproportionately penalizes Black and brown people arrested for marijuana offenses. We're setting up a cannabis industry that will promote the growth of new small businesses, many of which will be owned by women, minorities, and veterans," which is fucking awesome that is their aim. And then Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, I think that's right, yep, said, "Speaking of laws that unduly restrict us from growth and innovation, it is time to legalize medical marijuana." And lastly, the Kansas governor, Laura Kelly, said, "As our state recovers from COVID-19, legalizing medical marijuana is an innovative solution to increase state revenues and improve Kansas." So you can see several of them had kind of the same reasoning behind it, whereas like, you know, it's a social justice issue that is tightly connected to it, and so we need to get it done sooner than later. But you could also see there are other aspects that are also pushing for legalization. And I think the more that we start to uncover more and more things that are tied to it and that will benefit from legalization, the stronger the case for national legalization becomes, and the harder it is for the opponents to be like, nah. What do you guys think?
I think it's dope, and I think that a lot more states are actually addressing the social, racial, and economical aspects of legalization. A lot of people are more concerned about recreational and, you know, having the right to smoke, but it is a social justice issue that impacts a lot of underrepresented communities. I'm also excited that we're actually going to be working on some of that stuff with our own organization as well, hoping to see some of that stuff implemented into the bills that the legislators will be working on this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it is all connected, so it's nice to see that it's being acknowledged in more than one place. Being all connected as a social justice issue.
Well, shit, I guess put that in our pipe and smoke it. Bruh, Michael, I'm gonna go ahead and toss this. I'm not gonna toss my bong at you. No, I'm not. There we go. I'm gonna toss it.
It's probably gonna turn into a water. But, yeah.
Perfect.
So huge shout out to Amy and Vari for the articles and the introduction, to the Wake and Bake crew, everybody who jumped on every morning. Shout out to Facebook and everybody that's watching live with us. We do got a couple of things going on. This weekend we will have Minnesota NORML members meeting. If you'd like to get a little more involved, please join us for our members meeting. We'll have Sign the Black will be on talking about how we can contact our legislators and start pushing the issue of legalization so we can actually have our voices heard this year. We'll also be going over some of the stuff that we're going to be working on this year. There is a OEP call to action that should be coming out today. So if you did already download the Organize and Empowerment app, you will get a call to action about the event coming up and how you can help to turn out friends and family to the event. If you didn't download the Empowerment app, please take a moment to go ahead and download that. I'll drop the link. I think Vari dropped the link already, but you can download it at www.getempower.com/MNnormal. We're going to be using this app to do most of the organizing and reaching out to our volunteers this year. Most of the time in the past, people always ask, what can I do to help? Where can I sign up? Or I don't live in the city. What are you doing in our area? This is the best thing you can do, is download the app and start following the calls to action as we put those out more and more this year. With that, that's all we have going on. So I'll pass it off to Corey with the strain of the day.
The strain of the day.
All right, today we're working with some Banana Split. Banana Split is a cross between Tansy and Banana Sherbet. It's a 22 to 25% THC. It's a 60-40 sativa dominant. Common effects are energizing, euphoric, happy, relaxing, and uplifting. Common uses are for pain, depression, fatigue, inflammation, and stress. Terp flavor today is it's a citrus, creamy, fruity, sour, sweet, and tropical. Your grow tip today is it's a moderate plant to grow. It flowers in about 9 to 11 weeks, and you get 14 to 16 ounces per square meter.
Damn.
And I like how tight those buds look.
That looks wonderful.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
And with that, I'll pass this on to Dandelion Mandy or whatever.
Right on. Hey, Mandy, how you doing today?
I'm good, Vari. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up here.
All right, tight. Well, while she's pulling that up, yeah, how you guys doing today? What you smoking on today?
Right now, I say I'm hitting that strawberry lemonade.
Lava cake.
Oh.
They didn't tell me.
Got me some lava cake.
Yeah, how's that taste?
I got some no name.
Delicious.
You said some no name?
Yeah, it's not really no name. It's just unnamed.
Something.
I don't know.
Got you.
I'm gonna call it secret identity weed because I don't know what it's called.
That's that fire, that gas.
I smoke in a salad
that
because
good
it's
shit.
just mixed with everything. So I don't know. Is that a mixture of a whole bunch of different buds? You know, I have my little ceramic jar that, you know, they won. So I just throw stuff in that jar. So whatever's in that jar, that's what I'm smoking.
Tight. Sometimes that's just the way to go. A little smorgasbord. All right, Mandy, so what you got for us today?
All right. Well, so today's fact: Hollywood or Hollyweed. Hollywood has been renamed twice. Well, not legally, but both times its name's changed to Hollyweed. Some pranksters achieved the name change using the famous Hollywood sign. Using tarps, they changed the O's to E's. First time this occurred was in 1976, and the last time was in 2017. Very clever. In weed. Get it? In weed instead of indeed.
Dope. Thank you,
I
Mandy,
remember
for
when
that.
they did that.
Appreciate it.
Oh
Thanks
man,
for that,
Always.
Andy.
Thanks, Mandy.
Thanks, Mandy.
That was a
Oh,
great
man.
fact, man, dude. And yes, we got it in weed. In weed, we did.
Tight. Well, I feel like it might be time for like a bake break or something like that. I don't know how you
Got
feeling.
Alicia George, the producer, with the special guest D-Bomb for the bake break. Where Chameleon at? Is Chameleon? I know I seen Chameleon on here. There she go.
She came out of nowhere.
Yo, what's up?
Chameleon Black and Alicia, the producer, with the bake break. You want to introduce our guest today, Leash?
Sure. Okay, we're gonna be listening to the artist D-Bomb. D-Bomb, where you at?
Right here, represent Minneapolis. The song right here is called Motivator. It's off my new album, The Progress. And hopefully y'all rock with it. Something smooth. You can two-step to if you want it. And that's about it. Actually, I wanted to say something about the article. I just had a small opinion about it. Like, I definitely agree with the direction that they're going. I think that whole entire situation is more imperative now just because of everything that's happened with the pandemic. I mean, and especially in the Black and brown community, this COVID is hitting us harder, whether it's health-wise or jobs. And, that stuff could be depressing, stressful. So, yeah, legalize it, man. People need to smoke and relax just for 2 seconds at least.
Hell
Right.
yeah.
Right. D, you said you're from Minneapolis. What part?
From the South Side.
South Side. Born and raised, or you moved here?
No, born and raised here, representing the field and Minneapolis South Side. So it's in the 60s, really.
Dope, dope. Yeah, I'm from the South Side too, man. Where can we find your music at on social media?
You can find my outlets on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at D-Bomb Music. And as far as my music goes, whatever stream app you listen to music to, I'm there. Pandora, Tidal, Spotify, the works.
Dope, dope. Hey, Bar, you got that track for us?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of this track?
Motivator.
D-Bomb, what's your favorite strand?
Bomb.
I have 3. I would say in no particular order. I like strawberry lemonade. I like hazmat OG and alien bubble OG.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Oh, you like all the exotics. Well, let's get to this track, Bari.
I didn't think I was going to, but maybe it's just an age thing. Like, I'm not really into the harshness anymore, especially now that, especially being a vocalist. So I gotta be careful with all that.
Right. Dope.
Yeah, don't nobody want to smoke swag.
Nope. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit this shit. Let's get it. It's Motivator by D-Bomb.
808, you don't really know where the beat gonna go, you know what I mean? Just
Oh, Greg. Pow, you're upside down.
Welcome, Greg.
Sideways.
making noise. Something like this. You can't help but the head nod to. I mean, something like this. You can't help but the two-step. Guess who's back? I came from the basement with the hunger to put on for my city. Tons of notebooks and freestyles to get busy. That's the start of an epic legacy in my opinion. Swatting every rapper out the way like bitch be gone. Many thought I was reach on until I got the speak on. The 2014 debut album from D-Bomb. Punching my way to go through this game, getting my G on. To the X's instead of tripping, should've been believe on. Thought that was sleep on. Soon as I dropped 3 bombs and bones from the cool kids, they were all on my deep dome. Like, yo, you ain't gorilla on no beats. Like you King Kong, I'm being real. Not like the mothers just scrotum fling on. Trez in the cocaine smile, get women leaked on. And the ink work got niggas frowning harder than Cleons. Did a 3P Vans will connect with the 4th piece. The one with the lights, 20 rappers, they're no beast. 20 loud local rap like that's nothing. And you ain't gotta stop, you can keep the facts coming. It's the motivator, the underdog with haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your ear. 20 loud local rap like that's nothing. And you ain't gotta stop, you can keep the facts coming. It's the motivator, the underdog with haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your pen sharper than the thumbtack. And ain't nothing changed, so promoters still run that. Cause I don't need no bill collectors asking where the funds at. But enough of this ad, and rappers that will get mad still ain't got the heart to go against me in a diss track. They ain't got a problem talking shit behind the kid's back. When social media make it cool to be a bitch ass. I'm just playing, but there's some truth to the statement. I wrote this in my head, guess I was meant to say it. And that's always on my mem. I'm trying to put the pieces together, fuck a puzzle. This is set of Thomas of Prince. Yeah, flying to the top with my high ass. Smart move, not bad for a high school wise ass. And I'm the real deal, like the boxer with half a ear. Had no competition, hope you heard that man clear. 20,000 local rap like that's nothing. And you ain't gotta stop, you can keep the facts coming. It's the motivator, the underdog with haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your ear. 20,000 local rap like that's nothing. And you ain't gotta stop, you can keep the facts coming. It's the motivator, the underdog with haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your ear. Break it down like you want the real shit, well it's right here. I got the smoke for the new old, especially my peers. I survive all the seizures, there's nothing I fear. Say you the best when you got me stomach clutching in tears. You want the real shit, but it's right here. I got the smoke for the new old, especially my peers. I survive all the seizures, there's nothing I fear. Say you the best when you got me stomach clutching in tears. 20,000 local rap like that's nothing. And you ain't gotta stop, you can keep the facts coming. It's the motivator, the underdog with haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your ear. 20,000 local rap like that's nothing. And you ain't gotta stop, you can keep the facts coming. It's the motivator, the underdog with haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your ear.
Who you think you is, D?
Bruh.
Why you have business being that good?
Trying to show out for our show and stuff.
I'll take that for a compliment. I appreciate it.
Oh, so dope.
Yeah, that was fire.
Nice track.
I'm glad y'all liked it. I actually produced the beat as well.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
I like the sound. I like it. It's like a little reminiscent of the old school with that in there, and then it's also like fresh. It's good. It's real dope. Thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah, I'll be listening to more of your music.
All right, yeah, I was born in '88 by mistake. I could have been like a lot sooner.
Dope track.
Right on.
Dope track, man. Mad talented, man.
Much love.
There's a lot of talent in Minnesota, man. We got to find a way to get that talent out there, man.
Minneapolis.
Oh,
It really
they act
is.
like they scared. They scared, Michael.
Oh,
I think
So I don't think they're scared. I think we just got to make a bigger platform, you know.
No,
Well,
I think it's
you're not
more
gonna
of a
be famous
mindset.
overnight, so hey,
No,
you
I
gotta
think
start
it's more
somewhere.
of it is partial of who you know. I think most importantly it's about the music and just know how to maneuver, you know. I feel like being in the scene, I hear a lot of people telling artists what all to do, you know, invest in yourself financially and do this, do that. A lot of the times they are accurate, but in general, you know, you get far just by working on your music. It's just my opinion.
Mm.
Keep a little weed in the studio also, you know. That might help.
Yeah, I found if you master your craft, you definitely do better. But shit, you got to market it. You got to market. You got to master all of it if you want to be successful. Otherwise, you're just making music for your friends and family. You know,
Exactly.
you
That's
gotta
why I'm happy I got a label. I'm happy about that.
right. You gotta make it more than just, you know, a hobby. You know, it's a job. You know, this is making beats, producing music. You know, that's a full-time job, man. That's not an easy task.
Nah,
So
not
shout
at
out
all.
to you on that. Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Man, my man been doing this for a while. Like that was some growth. No, I ain't heard nothing of yours for a while. That was some growth right there. I like
Doing what,
that.
Rose?
Yeah,
You about to start
that was
rapping?
good.
Thank you. Thank
Huh?
you.
You about
Oh,
to start
me?
rapping?
Oh no, I'm saying he been doing this for a while. I've known him for a few years now, and that's a lot of. No, I'm gonna stick with my
Like
art
Rose, you
and
been
my
holding out
cooking.
on me.
Oh yeah, the Wake the
Hey,
Vape Crew
that
album
means
is
a
coming
lot.
out soon with Chameleon Black, Rose the Magician, Barney,
What it do?
Featuring Vari as Mandy.
It's a mandelion.
And Rose, that means a lot because I know you don't listen to nobody music from Minnesota, so that means a lot.
Ooh-wee. I know it's a lot of dope artists in Minnesota. I also want to give a shout out to my guy, Mr. Mayhem, man. We haven't had him on the show yet, but he's fighting cancer too, man. So, man, prayers out to him.
Blessings,
Yeah,
prayers.
prayers up to him. I just heard about that the other day.
Yeah, man. And he's been a solid man, supporter of everything we got going on, man. Even when I was running for office, he came out to the state fair and was helping get out the vote. Man, it's dope, man. We got a lot of dope talent in Minnesota, man. We got to find a way to kind of make it a little more known. And while we're having
I think artists gotta stop turning down free publicity. Like, this don't take much. Submit a song, submit your little 2 cents, free publicity.
Yeah, we're not popular enough yet. People want to get on popular sites. We're not big enough for them yet.
We are popular. Don't ever down us. I don't care.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if we're not big and mainstream and all
I
that.
actually
It's free
think
publicity.
Well, you're right about that, but I also think it's a generational conflict because, like, to me, I feel like I'm in the middle. I'm 32, so I could still be with my peers that's doing music now, but I came in at
There's a lot of us middle-agers in here.
What? Well,
whoa,
to me, I got in the scene at, I heard that. I just
we range from many different ages, from the low 20s, well, actually starting from probably 17, 18, that's supporter-wise, all the way up to probably, 70, 80.
90. But,
well, see, my
fault. What were you saying, D?
Well, see, my thing is that I started off at 18 in the scene, so I was around like a couple years before Mayhem dropped his first album. And I think the conflict with the scene now is that there's no real communication or connection, in my opinion, about with the older generation of 20 and what's coming up now. That's just my opinion, though.
Right. Well, I think
no,
it's
you
all
gotta just spread the word. Deep, you came on, it didn't hurt, so it didn't hurt at all. We weren't mean to you. So yeah, spread the word. Everybody should come and shout on our show and give us some dope music.
Yeah, I think we just got to create more opportunities. I know Soundset was a huge opportunity. As it got bigger and bigger, they started going with bigger names instead of the smaller local artists, which is dope. But I think we need to create opportunity for more local artists to get out and display their music. I don't want to ramble on. We'll get on through the show. I don't know what else we have besides a word. With
I think we got
what you got on today, Rose. What is that? Kangaroo. And then I did want to give a shout out to Vari, man. Thank you for coming with the comedy, man, because there'd be a lot of tension sometimes, man. And I get on the show, man, all little things, man, help kind of, especially with what we're dealing with right now all across the nation. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of tension, outside of this. So it's good to get on, man, and get those good vibes and, and get that good energy to start the day out. So shout out to that too, man, and everybody else on the live. So, Rose, what word you got for today?
Today's word of the day is motivator.
Motivator. What we got to do with that word, Vari?
What a perfect word. All right, so take that word, pop it into Google following D-Bomb, and then listen to the track again. After you've done that, take that word motivator, drop it in the comments before 11:59 p.m. tonight to get your opportunity to win this. No, it didn't pop up. I pushed the wrong one. Damn, that was going to be so tight too. To win this badass mushroom kit. This is actually my mushroom kit. My mushrooms are actually, so that was yesterday's picture, I think. And my mushrooms are like twice the size now. Like they've just grown super big. Matter of fact, I'll show it to you real quick.
Man, show it, because when you showed it earlier, that's crazy. And it did not look like that yesterday.
No, it grows fast. That thing's impressive.
All right, so these are them now today.
That's crazy.
Wow, look at that. Mushroom
Yeah.
City.
So let's see. Let me see if I can pull that up again real quick. So there's yesterday and then today. So yeah, these things are really
Cool.
awesome. Yeah, they're really fun.
You're getting
Um,
closer to Stroganoff, my friend.
yup. Yeah, so
I
I'm
got
probably gonna
something.
pick those today.
I got something for you guys. Okay, so I got my High Times magazine yesterday. It's the advocacy issue. And her name is Remembering Brownie Mary Jane Rathbun. Okay, so they have every month they have like strains from around the country. You can send in your local strain and how much it costs. I thought it was so hilarious. In Illinois, there's a strain called Gorilla Cheese. Gorilla cheese.
Ew.
Gorilla
Man,
cheese. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard.
there's something. It's called cheese breath.
Cheese,
I
cheese,
think-
any kind of cheese is really potent, stinchy,
It's like
sticky.
garlic breath. Like some of these names don't even make me want to smoke it. Like who wants to smoke garlic weed, bro?
Oh, like Swamp Thing.
Oh, I'd do that. I'd smoke
It
some garlic
depends
weed.
on what I'm eating when it comes
I'd rather have
to
a do you get?
than a sweet weed.
I don't know about
Does it relieve my pain?
Okay, all right. Anyways, back on point. My bad. All right, so organic mushroom grow kit. Here you go. Here's the actual picture of what you will be receiving if you are the winner of next week's prize. So it will look just like that. You'll get it in a box. It will be sealed up. The instructions are inside. Super easy process and a really fun one as well. So you'll be able to choose between the what are those? I think they're just regular. No, what are those? I think those are regular oysters and then the pink oysters. Between the two mushrooms, for your choosing. I prefer the pink ones because they're pretty looking. So, with that being said, again, drop that word motivator in the comments before 11:59 p.m. tonight to get a shot at winning your Back to the Roots organic mushroom grow kit. Oh yeah. Back to you, Dave. All right, boy. Yep. Well, I suppose I can do this weather report for you guys today. Let me see.
Yeah,
if I
there's
can,
a big snowstorm coming, isn't there?
Let me see if I can pull it up here. Yeah, doing lots of dabs. About to go fishing for stuff. All right, so here we go. So here's what we got for weather for you guys today. It looks like in all around the state, we're looking at around 30s for temperatures. Tomorrow we'll be looking at the a little bit colder in the 30s as well, but we got a cold front coming in here from the east. Looks like it's blowing up, but with meeting this other front coming in from the west. So it looks like this line here you can see up from Elk River to St. Paul and kind of going up this line here up to Brainerd. You guys are going to be seeing some weather. So as far as today, though, you can see that we do have some weather coming in this evening around 8 p.m. Well, we got some blue stuff blowing in from the southeast. So whatever that might be, let's see. What is that? What is that stuff? Let's see what that is. Is that nope? It's not snow. It might be wind. Nope, it's not wind. I wonder if it's rain. It might be rain. All right, so they're still moving in that direction, so be aware that you are going to get some weather later today. Looks like it's going to drop down into the 30s, below freezing, so if you're going to be on the road after 8 p.m., just be careful out there because you may see some ice. Going into tomorrow morning around 6 a.m., for those of you guys getting up early and going to work, you're going to be seeing some icy, snowy weather conditions going along here from Little Falls down to St. Cloud, Elk River, and the St. Paul area. If you were in the southern part of the state, looks like you might be good in Rochester, just a little bit of snow there in the low 30s, as well as over here in the western south side of the state in Pipestone, you got a little bit of snow in the 39 as well. Going into next week, looks like next Friday, we're gonna be, or actually this Friday. Let's look at this Friday. Oh wow, look at all that. That's not good. So looks like we're gonna be getting some wind and some snow. And it looks like everything's just kind of converging on all of us from every direction. So be prepared for that. Maybe you want to get some water, some Netflix and chill movies, and some blankets or something like that, and your favorite CBD product, and yep, just stay inside.
4 to 9 inches of snow.
4 to 9 inches. That is a lot of snow. So make sure that you are prepared for that. For those of you guys out on the lake, just be aware that it is going to be snowing outside of your tent. All right. And then this Saturday, it looks like we're going to be looking at some more wet weather and some low temps. In the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, we're looking in the low 30s by 11 a.m. Looks like we might have a high of around 28. So it's going to be cold. So that's the weather for today, and I'll get into more of that tomorrow for you guys. I'm about to go fishing. Hope everyone has a great day. See you later.
See why people
Hey, thanks for that, Dave.
Appreciate you, brother. Hope you catch some
Hope you
fish.
catch some fish out there, Dave. Yeah.
Throw back the bait. Right on. So, yeah, we got anything else? We forget anything?
No, I think we got it all, Bart.
Facebook.
Tight. Oh yeah. Yep.
What up, Facebook? No.
Damn.
I think we fell behind on those chats a little bit. Looks like a lot of them in there.
We sure did. Oh, Daryl said, congrats to the whole crew. Appreciate you, brother. Motivator.
Thank you, Daryl. Congrats to you guys too. Thank you for supporting us.
Hope you feel better, Greg. See you over there.
Yeah, brother.
It doesn't look really that well right now. Hope you feel better, brother.
Greg, you okay?
Travis says, everybody, have a good day, everyone. Thank you, brother. I hope all of your days are blessed today.
Can we send you some Pedialyte or some, CBD crackers?
Gatorade.
I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Greg. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
Yeah. That sucks, man. I have had them days where I'm either in the bathroom hunched over or in my bed hunched over, and it sucks. So I feel for you, brother. All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I suppose maybe I'll pick one of these. Let's give it a little taste. Okay, so it's meaty. It's meaty.
What did you eat?
Like chicken or like
the mushroom?
It's
meaty. Mushroom.
It's meaty like mahi mahi.
Like what?
Like a thick fish.
Mm.
It has an earthy taste to it. Tastes nothing like psychedelic mushrooms, which is a good thing because I absolutely hate
yeah,
the
those taste like poo poo.
These would be really good on pizza, I think.
It tastes great.
In what is that thing with the? It's a hot dish. Everyone knows it. It's got potato things in it. They're little
tater tot hot dish.
There's the one. Yep, it'd be a phenomenal and some potato hot pot dish.
So a good cooking mushroom, like you could saute it with some wine.
Nice mushroom.
He talks like he wasn't growing up in the state of Minnesota and knows what hot dish is.
Yeah.
Tastes good though.
Sweet. All right. Well, I suppose I'll get us out of here. Thank you guys for joining us for another amazing episode of the Morning Wake and Bake Crew Live. If you would like to join us in our conversation, you are more than welcome to do so. All you got to do is click on that link that we drop in the description of the live every single morning. It is the same link. Just click that link between 9:30 and 10:30 a.m. Pop in your name so you introduce yourself so we get to know you a little bit before the show. And then you can join the conversation with us. If you would like to get involved in the work that we are doing to free cannabis here in Minnesota, we love your help. There are several ways you can get involved. The first is going to our site, www.minnormal.org, and reading through all of the stuff that we have on there about our organization, doing your research. And then if you still want to join the fight with us, you can become a dues paying member for as little as $4.20 a month.
Cha-ching!
What was the chings?
Cha-ching!
Hey, the first one,
Hit this button.
I heard like 5 of them.
There we go.
Sorry.
They must have been liked. All right. So yeah, you can do that for as little as $4.20 a month.
Cha-ching!
Super helpful, as I always say. The second way you can get involved is by becoming a volunteer. You can do so by going, it's a two-step process. The first is downloading our empowerment app. You can do so by going to www.getempower.com/MNNORML, NORML. Just download that app on your phone, and we will be using it to send notifications and updates and actionable items to all of our supporters, our members, and our volunteers. So if you want to get involved, you're going to need that app. After you've downloaded that app, go ahead and shoot any of the Minnesota NORML chapter pages, or you can shoot me a message, and we'll get you linked up with the organizing that we're doing statewide here in Minnesota, as well as the chapter leader in your area, if there is one, so you guys can link up and start kicking ass, freeing weed where you live locally. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys on this quote by, no, that's not the one. No, wrong picture. What is that one? There we go. By E. Hicks. My man E. Hicks says, a true warrior wages war within themselves against the falsehoods that have been forced upon them since birth. They are seekers of the true light and holders of the truth. And I challenge every single one of you guys here on the show and every single guys who will be watching this show to become the seekers of true light and the holders of truth in your life. For everybody around you, be that beacon. That being said, I love you, and we will see you tomorrow. Peace.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good day.
The motivator, the underdog, the haters is giving y'all the flavor that you need in your ear. I get better on every y'all, but this ain't a comeback. However, I still keep the pen sharper than the thumbtack. And ain't nothing changed, so promoters still run that, cause I don't need those bill collectors asking where the funds at. But enough of this ad and rappers that would get mad. Still ain't got the heart to go against me in a diss track. They ain't got a problem talking shit behind his back. When social media, make it back. I'm just playing, but